Hey CBC Music, I'm Charlotte Cardin, and here are the 5 songs that changed my life. The first song that comes to mind for me is No Surprises by Radiohead. I first heard the song when I must have been about 13 years old. I was in the car with my best friend and her mom was driving, and her mom put on the CD and No Surprises came on. I clearly remember every second of the scene like it was yesterday. Like I was seeing myself third person. Like I felt every note, every word, every texture of the song really just like hit me. And I was like, I want to be able to create atmospheres like that in my music. When I heard this song, I was like, okay, I want to write my own music and I want to be able to create those like atmosphere bubbles that Radiohead can create like they do with this beautiful song. So Pour Que Tu M'aimes Encore by Céline, I want to say her name in English, but Céline Dion. Pour Que Tu M'aimes Encore is one of the first songs that I sang at one of my singing recitals when I was like 8 years old. And I was obsessed with Céline Dion's voice. I would try to imitate her. I would want to be like her. She's the first concert that I've ever seen. And she just like really influenced me as a singer. Not that her music style is not necessarily that close to mine now, but growing up listening to her music so much. I remember Pour Que Tu M'aimes Encore was on the CD that I had, and I listened to it so many times. The CD, the little box in which the CD came was destroyed. Like the lyric booklet was just like in shambles. Like it's just like, I have listened to that album a billion times, and Pour Que Tu M'aimes Encore was definitely my number one.
Oh, I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do you?
Thinking About You by Frank Ocean is another one that really had a big impact on me. I'm not that good at like discovering music. Like I feel like people just send me stuff, but I came across Channel Orange and specifically Thinking About You, which is my favorite song on the record, when it had just come out. And I was like, wow, this is so special. And I feel like his way of using extremely conversational yet extremely poetic lyrics is just like the songwriting throughout the entire album and honestly throughout his entire discography. But this song, particularly using the word tornado and all of these like extremely powerful images just really struck me when I first heard it. And so Thinking About You is definitely on that list. When You're Gone by Bryan Adams featuring Melanie C. I was hesitating. I almost put a Spice Girls song on the list, but this song is kind of so special because it represents a lot of different things that really just left a trace when I first heard it. I remember playing it over and over and over again with my sister, and sometimes I was Mel C, sometimes she was Brian, and then we would switch our voices to try to harmonize. And harmonizing is like one of my greatest pleasures in life. I love stacking my voices in the studio. I love singing the harmony in the car when I'm just driving. Like it's just something I love doing so much. And I feel like that song was the song where like everything clicked. Big shout out to Sporty Spice also being on that song because she was my favorite from the Spice Girls, and I must say, with Ginger Spice equally. But that song is just such a vibe.
Everything you want to give me, it's too much. It's heavy.
Boa Sorti by Ben Harper and Vanessa da Mata is one of my ultimate favorite songs ever. I have listened to that song across my whole life, and I feel like I associate it to so many different very precise, intense moments in my life. I Googled it yesterday and it means good luck. I had never really known what it was about, and it's just a conversation between lovers that are apart. I have been in a long distance relationship for almost 4 years, and I have always loved that song so much without even knowing what it meant. And when I read about the meaning of it, I was like, oh my gosh, maybe this is why I relate to it so much.